Hey there! I'm Lila and welcome to my new cooking channel. Since this is my first video, here's a little introduction, but feel free to skip ahead to the recipe if you'd like. I have to be honest, cooking wasn't something that I was always interested in, but somehow along the way I just fell in love with it. Because I realized that it can be so much more than just preparing food. It really brings people together. And I love that cooking lets you be creative with the simplest of ingredients. Some of the tastiest meals came together when I was on a very tight budget, so I had to be creative. And also, it's like a little win each day when you bring a smile to the table. You bring a dish to the table, but the reaction is a smile. But you knew that. Now, I'm definitely not a professional chef, but through a lot of trial and error, I learned some great tips and tricks that I would really like to share with you. There goes a plane. Sorry. So that maybe you can skip some of those mishaps in the kitchen, some of those mistakes. Though, you know, mistakes can be a really good teacher too. Those are really memorable lessons. As you've probably noticed, English isn't my first language, so sometimes I stumble over my words. English. So the first recipe that I would like to. Yes, exactly like that. So let's continue. I would like to invite you to join me on this journey. Together we'll explore recipes that are amazingly delicious, full of love and care and warmth, and hopefully a lot of fun too. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to share this adventure with you. At the end of the video, if you like it, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, comment, you know the drill. But let's go to the main thing, why we are here. The first recipe that I would like to share with you is a very simple and easy but amazingly creamy and rich in flavor and tasty one. It's our family favorite gnocchi in a velvety pumpkin sauce. So let me show you this little piece of heaven on a plate. Let's start with the star ingredient, a beautiful Hokkaido pumpkin, also known as red curry squash. I hope I'm pronouncing those right. This pumpkin is my favorite because of its sweet, nutty flavor and smooth texture. It's also less watery than butternut squash, which makes it ideal for creating thicker, creamier dishes, just like this one. But if you only have butternut squash, don't worry, you can use that too. Just know that the result will be a little less creamy and nutty. So let's start. How do we get from there to here? First, wash and dry the pumpkin. You've got two options now. Peel it first, then slice it in half, remove the seeds and chop, or cut it in half first, then peel and chop. I prefer the second way. It's more stable and safe, but cutting it in half before peeling can be tough, so please be careful. As for peeling, you can use a sharp knife, but there can be more waste and requires caution, or use a peeler. I prefer the peeler, but it tends to launch the peel all over the place, so be warned. Try both methods and see which works best for you. Usually, I like to combine them. I find that using both gives the best results. Now for chopping. The smaller you chop, the faster it cooks. Once it's chopped, set it aside and grab 3 to 4 medium onions. I love onions, so I put 4. You can either half and peel them, or just remove the roots and peel. I like peeling them whole. When chopping, always keep your fingertips tucked in for safety. For the garlic, remember that smashing it helps the peel come off easily. I don't like smashing it with a knife because you can cut yourself. I prefer using a food scraper. It's safer and has a large surface. Now heat a pan, but not too hot, and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Toss in the onions with a tablespoon of salt to help them soften. After a few minutes, create a well in the center and add about 2 tablespoons of butter, that's around 1 ounce or 30 grams. And in goes the crushed garlic. Stir until fragrant, then mix everything, making sure no garlic is stuck to the bottom. It burns easily. Next, add the pumpkin and season with salt to taste, lots and lots of pepper, and a pinch of ground chili if you like it spicy. Otherwise, just skip the chili. Add just enough hot water to cover everything, then let it simmer, stirring occasionally to prevent burning. When the pumpkin is tender, add little less than 1 cup of cream, that is around 200 milliliters. Don't add too much because you don't want it to overshadow the pumpkin. Let that thicken a little. Now you can mash a bit of the pumpkin with a stick blender for even more creaminess. Meanwhile, cook your gnocchi according to package instructions, or if you make them from scratch, wow, I'm impressed. Now give the gnocchi a quick butter bath in a hot pan to develop a lovely golden crust. This step is so important, so please don't skip it. Be gentle though, stirring too much will turn them into something resembling mashed potatoes, and you don't want that. Finally, combine everything, stir well, and let it cook on low heat for just 1 more minute. Taste, adjust seasoning, and you're done. Top it with some beautiful Parmesan. Meanwhile, get ready for all the compliments from your loved ones. And now, just enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe for more. Bye!